Nuno Espirito Santo took his Wolves team off in search of the sun this week. A place in the last 16 of the FA Cup secured on Tuesday night and 7th position in the Premier League. His team has earned the trip.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. It's been a real good start from the boys. It can always be better, it really can. There's been some ups, there's been some downs, and we've learned from everything, and that's all we're doing at the minute, learning. This is a good little break for us. We've done it last year and it helped us, but it's good that the boys get to spend a bit of time together and obviously train in the sun, which is nice.
Yeah, you had a good bonding event on your first night here. What does that do for you all?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. We had some food and the young boys sang, which was brilliant. They've done really well as well, to be honest. There was a few good ones, so it was a real good night, and like I said, it brings everybody together because we do it quite a bit at home, but not as often, and it's nice to come out here and spend a bit of time together, and like I said, to be in the sun's even better.
Who was singing and what were they singing?
Gilo sang, Ryan Giles sang Valerie, which was really, really good.
You had a nice team meal together when you first arrived here. Is it really important to have that bonding amongst the players as well, psychologically? What does it give you?
Here is, and we're gonna have today again. So the amount of time that we spend together on our social lives allows to create these, what you say, bonds, and especially between the boys. It's a small squad, they really know each other very well. They support each other.
Nuno's involved in virtually every aspect of training. Is that what he's all about?
Oh, he does everything, absolutely everything on the training pitch. Obviously he's got Ian and Rui, who do quite a lot with the lads as well. They're fantastic as well, but in terms of coaching on the training pitch, the manager does everything, and his ideas are fantastic. We all speak about it before, and what he brings to the team and his ideas he brings, you can only listen and get better from him.
What we've seen that the supporters are liking is the way the side's evolved as the season's gone on and shown a bit of sort of variety in the way they play and all that. Is that something that you're pleased with how you've developed as the season's gone on?
Yeah, we had to. We said when we got promoted last year we wouldn't change the way we play and we wouldn't change the identity of the club, and we haven't. We've done the same thing, but within that formation, that way of playing, we've found different ways of doing things, like putting the extra man in midfield, which has really helped in certain aspects this season. And it just goes to show the character of the boys, and obviously the manager's ideas I go back to again in terms of listening to him on the training pitch, making sure we're doing what he says, but also the lads taking it on board. We've got some really clever footballers here who want to learn and want to improve, and luckily we've done that up to now, but we need to get better. It's as simple as that. It's a long way to go.
Fosun, the international business conglomerate from Shanghai, who bought the club 2.5 years ago, are delighted with their investment.
Regarding long term, we want to be one of the best in Europe and in the UK, of course. But you have to do everything step by step, right? So now the first thing in our mindset for the season is to stay in the league and build a strong team to compete for next season.
Are you prepared to be patient? Do you have a sort of time limit on what you want?
Yeah, we are very patient. I think to develop the team or the club to a high level, and we need time. And for football, no one can do everything in one day or in one season.
Who sings that? Because I know loads of people are asking.
Sole Providers is the artist.
Right.
Managing director Laurie Dalrymple has overseen a new direction off the pitch. Matchday fan engagement begins days before a game.
To give it that extra dimension. And obviously, Wolves rising up the table is the reason for it. It's a fantastic opportunity to be able to perform to that many people. We had 32,000 in for the last time we did this. This has got to get everybody fired up, and it's a massive welcome to Molineux as well.
The feedback we get is, on the whole, extremely positive, and I think that's partly because we've made such a seismic shift from where we maybe were sort of 2-3 years ago, if we're being honest. So the feedback's good. So things like the DJ, for example, and the mandate that I put down on the team is to be brave, is not to fear anything. We're not going to get everything right, we know that, but not to have any qualms about being innovative and being creative.
Since Fosun have come in, the whole atmosphere around the club's changed. I mean, it obviously helps that we're in the Premier League now and things are much better for us, but the whole pre-match routine is so much better now. I think people tend to get in the seats a little bit earlier, which I know the club actually want. They want to follow that kind of German approach, you know, getting people into the stadium a lot earlier, a lot of noise, a lot of music, and then building up the atmosphere from there.
This is the Worldwide Lounge, and there's at the moment there's 88 supporter clubs from all over the world. You know, it's a nice time to be a Wolves fan. It's a nice time to be in Wolverhampton because you can't help but feel the joy.
How easy is it for supporters to reach out to you at a very high level and say what they want to say?
I can't physically get to every single communication. I choose to be relatively accessible on social media. I think it's important for a number of reasons. I think it's important that the person at the top of the business has a strong understanding of what of what their fan base is telling them, the good and the bad.
How big do you think you can make Wolves in China? Is that a market you would really want to exploit?
Yeah, but not only China, and in South America, in Europe, in China. China is one of the big markets we want to go, of course, but the same, and we need time. And in China, because now still the big six, the big four, the big clubs, they still are dominating.
Traditionally, it's very hard to break the Liverpool, Manchester United supporter base in Asia. I mean, what gives you confidence that you can do that?
I know many fans from China, so I think trophies, results, glories will be crucial, and everyone would like to embrace a club with many trophies.
When Fosun acquired Wolves, it was one of many companies in their portfolio. Has Wolves risen in stock within Fosun?
Yeah, at the beginning we just bought a championship club, so if I asked my boss, I think he would not think Wolves so important at that moment.
Yeah.
But we were promoted, and now I think Wolves is the pride of Fosun Group now in China.
And just finally, I know it's different for you because you're involved week in, week out, getting results, and you have a real focus. But when you look at the supporters and the team they're seeing and how far it's come in the space of just 2 years, on one level, do you pinch yourself at what's happened here?
Yeah, it's special. It's special. I think everybody wanted that to happen a few years ago. I've been here a number of years now when we weren't doing so good, and you knew at some point this club could click. And I think a lot of credit's got to go to the manager and his staff when they come in, and obviously the owners as well. I think the manager's really turned the club around in the last 2 years. He took it in a different direction, along with his staff as well, in terms of an identity to the football club. The players that got brought into the football club who were hungry to play in England and at the time playing the Championship and get us out of it. And I think you can see within the last couple of years we've got better, we've improved, and the club want to go a long way.